Here's my new painting, Planes of Awareness. It's a white stag. White stags represent possibility, the divine showing up, this like a rare spotting. Yeah, so more about that later. I guess it's very artsy of me. I've been really like trying to figure out inside, like, what do I want to say? What is the right thing to say right now? Where to go with this? And for those of you who are so generously sharing your time with me, how can I bring the most impact that makes your life better? For your life to be the most stunning, magical, beautiful, inspiring, and embodied life that you can have. I want my spirit to shine through me, because when it does, I feel incredible. I feel so good, and I can connect to the spirits of those around me. And that is one of my favorite, if not my favorite things in life. Connecting to the present moment, to what is happening now, and finding the magic, the sparkle, the beauty, the divine. That's what I want. And that's what I want for you. So, without really knowing what exactly is the right thing to say, I'm here to say what I say, to share what I share, and to trust that my intention and my attention that I am sharing and giving here with myself and with you is going to bring more of that forth. My intention to be in my aliveness, to be in my center, to let my soul and my spirit move and work through me. That's enough. And I need to remember that's enough, because I can get so caught up in the hows and in the whys and in the what's next and what should I be doing and is that really what I should be doing, and then I get stuck. I was just stuck. I was stuck reading and thinking and trying to figure it out. I am not good at figuring it out. What I am good at is being and doing. And in the being and doing, I figure it out. There's this thing that Marie Forleo likes to say, and she says, clarity comes from engagement, not thought. And so here I am, engaging, because I want some more clarity right now. And why not? Why can't it come this way in me speaking to you? This can be enough. This moment right here, right now, exactly where I am, exactly where you are. It can be enough. It is enough. It is. How could it be anything less than everything? Everything for this moment. There is nothing missing right here, right now, that was supposed to be here, right now. Otherwise it would be. Oh my gosh, this planet is huge. This galaxy, this universe, it is like unfathomably big. It is ginormously beyond understanding. And if all of this life happened, if one tiny cell could divide into two and become me and become you, then how could anything be missing from this moment? That's like saying when we were growing as an embryo, things were lacking, things were missing. because we weren't more than that yet. How silly! How silly would you say that to a tiny baby? Like, you can't run yet. So, no, I'm not gonna love you fully until you can do all of the things. Well, I know for me, I fall into that often where I'm not fully loving and appreciating my sweet, tender self. Because I haven't gotten this, I haven't achieved that, I haven't figured this out. Oh, the list of things I haven't figured out is so long and stresses me out so much. But really, I think my biggest thing as my adult life, at least my adult life since I became walking this spiritual path, like really consciously, my biggest problem, my biggest thing to figure out is how to stay in the remembering, that right now it's exactly as it meant to be, and to just open my being up to allow whatever is the next right information, the next right step, the next right guidance to appear within me or around me. To just trust that everything is okay. Years ago, it was sometime around here, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I was working on a painting. Painting is of Mother Mary, Holy Mother, Divine, Sacred Mother. And growing up Catholic, I have a deep connection with Mother Mary, but also having taken this spiritual road of a more embodied bhakti, trusting myself and my deep connection with God and the universe and everything, without the dogma or the kind of mandatory beliefs that come with being Catholic. I let that go. I'm on my own journey that is being facilitated by many different types of goodness, of spiritual ideas and paths. It's kind of like a buffet I'm living spiritually, where it's like, oh, this resonates, this looks delicious, I'm gonna have some of that. That I know that is good for me. I'm gonna put a bunch of greens on my plate. I'm going to do this and that, and like leaving the rest. So on this type of journey, so this is all of that to say, my painting of Mother Mary is not Catholic. She's a goddess badass in this painting. So that being said, I was in this place, and as I was painting Mary, it was a really big, profound day. Lots had built up. There were all of these energies in my outside world coming in, and a lot of energy within me. And as I painted her, I painted the roses. I was painting roses around her being, coming out in a Fibonacci swirl, a spiral. And I had the highest spiritual experience of my life thus far. And in that, I was so overtaken with energy in this high, delightful form that I ended up having to sit down and just let it bathe me. And I was crying happy tears and just in bliss and so energetically activated in such a delightful, just blow me open way. And as I was there, the big overwhelming overwhelming message was trust everything. Trust everything. And so that was my highest insight in my highest moment so far. Like it's all leading you to where you want to be. And if I don't fight it, if I don't fight the moments, if I don't fight this now, of whatever this now is, whenever it is along this timeline of my life, if I don't fight it, then I am in a place of openness and trust. And what is the experience like within me when I'm in a place of openness and trust? It's beauty. It's connection. It feels really good. There's a peacefulness. There's a quiet joy. There's a witnessing. And so my biggest question in life is how do I remember this always? Because I want it always. Now I am constantly reminded when I'm asking this question of how, because I'm asking the question of how when I'm not there, right? When I'm not remembering. I can feel that I'm not remembering because I don't have this peaceful quietness. I don't have the joy. I can feel that I am contracted and not in the space of openness and allowing and trust and witnessing the unfolding. I'm in a place of fear to some degree. I'm in a place of closed downness to some degree. I'm in a place of how do I get the world to be how I want it to be, because I'm in a place of judgment of wherever it is not where it should be or not where I want it to be. And so in this space of the question, the how do I remember, I am usually reminded of the main takeaway of years of studying Rudolf Steiner when I was doing Waldorf teacher training. Rudolf Steiner is from the late 1800s, this early 1900s, and like a mystical, spiritual teacher. He created the first Waldorf school. He also created anthroposophical medicine and biodynamic farming. So you can attribute all of those things that exist in the world right now to Rudolf Steiner and his thoughts. Very philosophical, spiritual, like he was connected to a lot more than we understand. But I realized I could spend lifetimes diving into Rudolf Steiner if that was my mission. And I decided it wasn't my mission after a few years. But the big takeaway for me from Rudolf Steiner, out of everything I read and everything we discussed and just all of it, the big takeaway, the main big idea is this idea of expansion and contraction. And that everything is always expanding and contracting. This is the nature of reality, expanding and contracting. And I have seen this, I have witnessed this since learning that to be true in my life, in the world. I can see it in nature. I can see it in the seasons. I can see it in my own personal seasons throughout my monthly cycle. Oh my gosh, it's really there. I can see it in each day, and I can see it in the moments of the day. It's one of those ideas that fits on all levels, the tiny to the giant. It's happening. This expansion and contraction, this in-breath and this out-breath. And so knowing, believing that this is key to life. I mean, do we have life if we have no breath? We have to return to the expansion and contraction to be alive. And that's even just on the scale, somewhere along this giant to tiny scale, the breath is somewhere in there. If the expansion and contraction stopped at a smaller scale or at a bigger scale, along that, we wouldn't exist. Poof, gone. Right? I mean, we need it in our bodies. We need it to be happening. It's happening constantly. And so, trust everything. And so that brings me to the trust that the contraction is needed. So trust that the place where I don't feel the openness, I don't feel the trust, I don't feel the ease, that even that is valid. Even that it's here, so it's not wrong. It's here. And this moment is a moment of possibility. This moment, should I choose to consciously awaken to a new possibility, can be a moment, an opportunity to remember, who do I want to be in the next moment? And what actions can I take right now to be that? And by actions, it might mean doing something that I've been putting off, doing something I know to do. What is the next right step? And the next right step could just be, oh, honey, yeah, I feel that. I feel that tension. Let me just breathe with it right now. Let me just be here with it. And then see what happens. See what comes. So I am here for both of us. I am here for me. Because I honestly think I'm smarter and I'm connecting with some other soul than by myself. I don't know if you've ever found this to be true. You're talking and you're saying something to a friend, something that you've been trying to figure out. And in the talking, all of a sudden you're telling your friend exactly what you should do. Exactly what the next right step is, but you didn't know, and you've been thinking about it for how long, but just in the witnessing of someone else, of someone you trust, your own inner truth, your own guidance has the ability to speak out and to share. I have a feeling you've had that experience before. I know I have many times. And it's such a gift. And that friend being there, being witness, and being open to you sharing what's going on with you is the thing you needed in order to find your answer. So they're so important. Just their being there brought it forth within you. And so thank you. Thank you for being here, for being willing to give me some of your time, that I may be more than myself alone. Your presence is granting me the ability to flow in a more open way. So thank you for that. And it is my deepest prayer that I find my deepest wisdom for this moment And the closest I can get to that experience of just trust everything. And it's my deepest prayer along with that in my doing that, in me selfishly living my own life for me, for my personal unique journey, that gifts you with whatever will guide your soul into those places of trust and of self-love and of enjoying your being, your life, your unique, sacred life. We are all here. Who knows why? Who knows why? There are tons of theories. And who knows? Who knows what's the right one? But you know what? I have found that believing I'm here to enjoy it, to enjoy, to be here. Why would I be put here in order to try and jump out of my body and escape it? No, I believe I am here to be here. So how can I enjoy it the most possible? How can I breathe in this life of mine and exhale out in peace and joy? And breathe in beauty and exhale out in relaxation. And breathe in inspiration. That's what I'm here. But thank you so much. Sending big, warm hugs to you across time and space. May you know you are beautiful. Right here, right now, with everything you have and with everything you don't have. And may your journey deepen in enjoying the ride of all the layers and levels of the expansion and contraction of your life. With many blessings and great love. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. And an exquisite life.